That's why when we saw this kind of access to pre-sale or like well, it was platinum and I don't know, there was all these different levels. It's like, man, this seems like this is getting a little bit out of hand with the level that it got to. But to be fair, the supply, there was definitely a bubble aspect to it, like a FOMO aspect. But at that period of time, the supply and demand dynamic in Toronto was really out of whack as well, right?
Yeah. But I think a lot of it had to do with back in 2015, when condos, when you buy pre-construction, they were actually lower than resale. So it was hey, you're buying these floor plans. It wasn't branded as you're buying a new car versus an old car, because that's like the pitch I always hear in people's like newsletters I get for like selling the projects. It was, hey, you're paying a discount to the resale and you're taking on the risk. And it made sense. And at that time, it was only like 5 to 10%. So it made a lot of sense. And then it was only when they introduced the assignment clause, I think it was in 2015 or 2016, that allowed for the speculative selling of the contract over and over again. So then you had a lot of builders started marketing, hey, free assignments, right? In air quotes. And you just pay $1,000 legal fee and then you could sell that. And then you had people who put down 5%. They bought a condo for $300 at the last little phase. They sold it because the market went up and they thought they were geniuses. But it's kind of the same thing when the market goes up. Did your renovations, make you look like a genius, or just the value of the land go up or the market dragged it up, right? So when they sold them with 5% down on a 300, call it, 60 grand or so, and then they made $150,000 in a year or two, everyone tells everyone, it's like, let's get in.
Yeah. No, you're right to that point. Like you could basically, there was a period of time there, and this is in any area, you could buy any piece of real estate and you would look smart.